I welcome you to this great day. Today, we are commemorating the 50th year of existence of this great university, which also coincides with our 35th convocation. But I will not address without appreciating the Almighty God, the creator of heaven and earth, the author and finisher of our faith, the God who has made this day possible, the God that presides over man and the affairs of this country and this state, River State. On that note, I give him all glory, all thanks and praise be to him in Jesus' name. It is with great honor and pleasure that I welcome Your Excellency, our President, represented here. I welcome all our awardees that are here present, the Honorable Minister of FCT, His Excellency the Governor of Adamawa State, my Speaker, Right Honorable His Excellency Aminu Bello Masari, Her Excellency our First Lady. It is with immense pride, deep gratitude, and a profound sense of duty that I celebrate the Golden Jubilee of the University of Port Harcourt. For 50 glorious years, our institution had stood as a knowledge, a crucible of innovation, and a bastion of character building for generations of Nigerians and global citizens. This is not merely a celebration of longevity. It is a celebration of purpose, of resilience, of audacious dreams, and of lives transformed through power of education. It is time to look back in introspection with gratitude to Almighty God, look around with pride, and look ahead with unwavering hope. Unique University of Port Harcourt has journeyed through 5 remarkable decades, from humble beginning to becoming one of Nigeria's leading centers of academic excellence, research, and social transformation. Your Excellencies, I wish to inform you that upon the inauguration of the 17th Council on the 4th of July 2024, the Council hit the ground running immediately. The Council had ensured regular training, retraining of staff members as part of ongoing professional development to maintain high administrative and teaching standards. This has ensured that our students receive the best possible education while preparing them for the challenges of the future. On infrastructure and utility services, which are fundamental to our service success, we have upgraded our lecture halls, student hostels, ICT infrastructure, which will create a more conducive environment for learning and research. On power supply to the university, which is a very serious challenge, we must thank the federal government through the Rural Electrification Agency for considering the university in siting a solar power plant in the university. This project will soon be operational and will solve the power challenges of the university and enhance teaching and research. The Council is also embarking on the diversification of revenue generation and funding sources for the financial sustainability of the university. We are exploring cost-effective and efficient ways to generate revenue and seek external funding opportunities to support our initiatives. We are also dedicated to developing a comprehensive 4-year strategic plan for the growth and advancement of the university. This plan will encompass all aspects of our operations with performance targets and measurable indicators to track our progress. Staff and student welfare is also very paramount and of utmost importance. We are looking at every innovative way to address the issue of staff and student accommodation while improving the already existing facilities. This university, as we've been told, was established in 1975 as a college of the University of Lagos. The University of Port Harcourt emerged as at a crucial juncture in Nigerian history, an era when the nation sought to broaden access to quality education and rebuild national unity through scholarship, enlightenment, and cultural integration. Our founding fathers laid the institutional bedrock upon which this great citadel stands. Their vision was not for a regional school or a provincial enterprise. They dreamt of a truly national and global university, one that will not only transmit knowledge, but also transform society. Today, we are proud to say that the University of Port Harcourt has lived up to that vision and surpassed many expectations. Over the decades, this great university has produced thousands of graduates across diverse disciplines: medicine, engineering, arts, social sciences, natural sciences, law, education, and beyond. Our alumni work tall in every sphere of life, in government and governance, in academia, in business, in international development, and in arts. They have contributed immensely to national development and global progress, making us proud and reaffirming the foundational mission of this great institution. Uniport's location is in the heart of the Niger Delta that has been both symbolic and strategic. As a university situated in one of the most complex, resource-rich, yet environmentally and politically delicate in Nigeria, we have shouldered unique responsibilities. We have been both a neutral space for dialogue and dynamic hub for research into oil and gas, environmental sustainability, conflict resolution, community development, and equitable growth. Our various research institutes and partnership with national and multinational organizations in the oil and gas sector have contributed immensely to the understanding and management of Nigerian petroleum economy. Equally, our Center for Conflict and Gender Studies, amongst others, have helped to shape the national conversation on inclusion, peace building, and sustainable development. We have not only educated minds, like I said earlier, we have also fostered social justice, nurtured talents, and shaped public discourse. And in all this, we have remained faithful to our motto for enlightenment and self-reliance. The academic credentials of Uniport speak for themselves. From a modest beginning with a few faculties, the university now boasts of about 18 faculties, including a School of Graduate Studies, College of Health Sciences, College of Continuing Education, and multiple specialized centers of research and public engagement. We are proud to say that the University of Port Harcourt has been ranked consistently among the best universities in Nigeria, Africa, and the globe. Our commitment to academic rigor, research-led teaching, and interdisciplinary collaboration continues to yield positive results. Our faculties are home to renowned scholars whose research output has gained global attention, and our students have earned accolades in academic competitions, entrepreneurial initiatives, and scientific discoveries. Moreover, the University of Port Harcourt remains a pioneer in innovating programs. The introduction of entrepreneurial studies as a compulsory component of our undergraduate curriculum has positioned us at the forefront of grooming self-reliant graduates who are not only employable but also job creators. The transformation of the physical landscape of the university over the past 50 years is a testament to our determination and drive. From a modest beginning in a temporary site, Uniport has evolved into a shining academic city with modern lecture theaters, laboratories, libraries, hostels, health centers, recreational facilities, and research complexes. Our gratitude goes to the federal government, its agencies such as State Fund, other development partners, as earlier mentioned, NDDC, NMPC, NLNG, NIMASA, NCMDB, PTDF, and others. Cypher Crescent, our industrial alumni, and private sector collaboration. The university continues to expand its infrastructure base to meet the growing demands of teaching, learning, and research for our continued support over the years. The recently completed School of Medical Sciences complex, other faculties and departmental buildings, lecture auditorium, the development of ultramodern library complex, and the expansion of our IT infrastructure reflect our resolve to remain competitive in the 21st century knowledge economy. No institution can rise above the quality of its people. At Uniport, we are blessed with a formidable team of academic and non-academic staff whose commitment and competence have propelled our mission remarkably. These are men and women who have given their best of their lives to building this institution. Please give them a round of applause. They have taught, they have mentored, they have researched and administered with exceptional devotion. I salute the sacrifices of all those who served in various capacities, past chancellors, past pro-chancellors, past vice-chancellors, registrars, bursars, university librarians, deans, heads of departments, union leaders, and every stakeholder who contributed to the journey of our great university. Even now, our digital vice-chancellor, Professor Owunari Abraham Judgment. Likewise, I pay special tribute to our students, past and present, whose dynamism and creativity and resilience gave the university its soul. Our students have always been active participants in intellectual life of the university, challenging norms, inspiring change, and promoting the values of excellence and integrity. It will be disingenuous to suggest that our journey has been without obstacles. Like every great institution, we have faced our shares of trials, ranging from inadequate funding, which is still subsisting, infrastructure deficit, occasional disruptions due to the strikes. Thankfully, thank to God that since the coming on board of this present government, this administration, and indeed this council, strike is becoming a thing of the past. We hope it will continue. And national instability, including global challenges such as the COVID-19 pandemic. Yet, we have emerged strong at each time. The resilience of Uniport community is a defining characteristic of our history. We have not merely survived, we have thrived. We have to do more with less, to innovate in adversity, and to chart new paths when the old ones become impassable. This Golden Jubilee celebration is therefore not a celebration of perfection, but a celebration of perseverance, of consistent progress, and of unthinkable Uniport spirit. In an age where no institution can thrive in isolation, University of Port Harcourt have made deliberate efforts to build strong alliances. We are proud of our growing portfolio of partnership with world-class universities, research institutes, donor agencies, industry leaders, and alumni network across the globe, including the American Center, the Chinese Center, and only recently, the University of Bonn, Germany, among others. These collaborations have facilitated students and staff exchanges, joint research projects, curriculum enrichment, and knowledge transfer. Through such partnership, the University of Port Harcourt continues to assert itself as a global player, attracting talent and funding while contributing to solving global problems from a local perspective. We are equally grateful to our alumni who have given to the challenge of giving back to their alma mater. Their endowments, mentorship programs, infrastructural support, and advocacy efforts have been instrumental in keeping the spirit of University of Port Harcourt alive and thriving, just like the arena that we commissioned today. As we stand at this historic threshold, the future beckons on us with new possibilities and urgent responsibilities. The world is changing rapidly, and universities must adapt or risk irrelevance. At Uniport, we are determined not to rest on our laurels. The next 50 years must be characterized by deeper innovation, greater accountability, and global competitiveness. We are intensifying our investment in digital learning, suitable development, STEM education, and artificial intelligence. We are strengthening our governance structures and prioritizing staff development and staff welfare. We envision a smarter campus, a greener campus, and a more inclusive community where every voice counts and every talent flourishes. Plans are underway to digitalize our entire process. Build council office, Faculty of Engineering building, College of Health Sciences building. Hence, our 10 billion naira endowment fund. Maybe people may have forgotten that we're also using this opportunity to endow, to raise funds for our 10 billion naira endowment fund to assist us in achieving some of these lapses and infrastructural deficits within the campus. Let me read again in case some people are listening to that. We need to fence this, we need perimeter fencing, we need to build Faculty of Engineering, we need to build College of Health Sciences, we need to build our council chamber. We have no council building as we speak. We are also working closely with government and private sector to ensure that higher education funding is not only increased, but also effectively utilized to deliver measurable outcomes. Education must be seen as a cost, must not be seen as a cost, but an investment in people as a panacea for peace and national prosperity. The council, which I'm privileged to be the chairman, considered and approved promotions of members of staff, including 71 to the professoral cadre and 56 readers, among several others. On this auspicious occasion, and I issue a clarion call to all stakeholders, government, alumni, corporate organizations, international agencies, students, staff, and the civil society to rally around the University of Port Harcourt in a renewed spirit of commitment. Let us not just celebrate this moment. Let us invest in its promise. Let us build on our legacy to create a future that is even more illustrious. Today, in this year's convocation ceremony, the university is awarding honorary degrees to some prominent Nigerians that have made and are still making tangible landmark contributions to national development. They have shaped landscapes and positively impacted lives in their services to the nation. We have those we are honoring with Distinguished Alumni Award. These are members of the Alumni Association who have made this institution proud. And if you look, I believe that the VC had earlier announced the name. But I want to say that in addition to those mentioned in politics, the former president, present Minister of FCT, for the present Governor of Bayelsa State, former Governor of Rivers State, Amechi, the present Governor of Abia State, Ochi. There are prominent members of this association that had made us proud. The MD of Niger Delta, Tomuku, is an alumnus of this institution. The DG of High Prep, the DG of Nestra, Professor Bariko, Ambassador Dr. Goodwill Igali, the Vice Chancellor of this university, who is the first alumnus to occupy this position. The MD of Nesra is also part of us. So in addition to these honorary degrees, we're also going to recognize these members of the Alumni Association. I want to announce formally those that we have to honor this morning. First, Her Excellency Senator Oluremi Tinubu CON, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who has been a supporter to her husband. For those who are from the southeastern part of the country, if we are to give her an award or give her a title, I think we'll call her Osodiachi. That is exactly what she is, that she's working with her husband. The next, I was with her in the Senate, and I can testify to her capacity and integrity. The next is our own, who had given so much to this alma mater. Where we are today is a testimony. Not just this arena. You can see the multimedia. He single-handedly donated that with his family. You've been told that the law faculty he brought and built it, and all that maybe will be in his citation. Excellency Barrister Yesomezewon Wike. I also have here my former speaker, who was the governor of Katsina for 8 years. Today, he's the chairman of TET Fund. And you know that I doubt if any university or any institution of higher learning can exist without partnering with TET Fund. I also have the opportunity and privilege to say that the governor of Adamawa State, Right Honorable Finturi, is here to be honored. I started my NYC in then Gongola State, which is today Adamawa and Taraba State, and my history cannot be complete without Adamawa State. So I'm proud and happy that it's one of those to be recognized today, and several others. They deserve these awards and recognitions in all ramifications. As I conclude this message, I thank the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Honorable Minister of Education, National Universities Commission, whose DG is here represented, and all regulatory agencies for their support over the years. I commend the Vice Chancellor and his team for the bold steps taken to reposition this university for greatness. I thank the organizing committee of this Jubilee celebration for their diligence, creativity, and sense of duty. I acknowledge our royal fathers, host communities for their continued support, the media, and our guests who have graced this celebration in their presence and goodwill. To our students, your dreams matter. To our staff, your labor is not in vain. To our alumni, you are our best ambassadors. Let me again congratulate the newly elected National Executive Committee under the leadership of Senator Darlington Wokocha and BOT Chairman led by Prince Tony Princewell. To our friends across the world, we value your partnership. Together, let us raise the banner of University of Port Harcourt higher. Let us declare to the world the University of Port Harcourt at 50 is not just a celebration of past, it is a declaration of the future. A future rooted in excellence, a future driven by innovation, a future sustained by character. Happy 50th anniversary to the unique University of Port Harcourt. Long live University of Port Harcourt, long live Rivers State, long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Thank you.
Let me now invite the Vice Chancellor to present the address of the Chancellor. The Vice Chancellor.
Address by His Royal Highness General Muhammadu Ilyasu Bashar, retired CFR, MNI, the 20th Emir of Gwandu, and the 3rd Chancellor of the University of Port Harcourt at the 35th Combined Convocation Ceremony of the University. The President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented. The First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented. Members of the National Assembly, His Excellency FCT Minister, who is here live, His Excellency the sole Administrator of Rivers State, His Excellency the Governor of Adamawa State, His Excellency Aminu Masari, the Chairman of TED Fund, the representative of Chief of Staff, Service Chiefs, representative of the NUCES, JAMB Registrar, appointees of the federal government who are present here, Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of the 17th Government Council, other Pro-Chancellors who are here present, members of 17th Government Council, visiting Vice-Chancellors, Principal Officers of the University of Port Harcourt, former Vice-Chancellors of Uniport, my Lord, spiritual and temporal, Provosts and Deans of Faculties, distinguished professors, revered traditional rulers, your Royal Highnesses and your Royal Majesties, the Senate and Congregation of the University, our strategic partners, distinguished graduates, their parents, Student Union of the University of Port Harcourt, staff and students, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, yes. I'm going to read a brief address of the Chancellor, since he's not present, but it's important that he speaks at the convocation. We are very pleased to stand before this august gathering on the momentous occasion of one of the greatest citadel of academic excellence, the University of Port Harcourt. As the 3rd Chancellor of this pivot institution of learning, we are honored to be part of yet another harvest in the finest academic tradition that separates this select community of scholars from larger societies. The University of Port Harcourt is an acclaimed fountain of peace and academic excellence. To the graduates, as you step out from this highly regarded seat of learning and scholarship today, you must always remember that your character comes first before your learning can be considered. Thus, discipline, loyalty, and moral rectitude should and must be a watchword as you take your leave of this university. The larger society is too complex and the future very challenging, but with commitment, dedication to duty, and resolve predicated on hard work, resourcefulness, and personal integrity, you will all succeed in the realization of whatever goal you may set for yourself. I congratulate your parents and guardians for making enormous financial sacrifices to give you a good education. It is our prayer that you will live long to reap the benefits of your investment in these young ones. On this note, we wish to commend the Vice Chancellor, Professor Ibrahim Goodwill, the management staff for a job well done. May the good Lord continue to give you the strength and wisdom to continue to discharge your onerous responsibilities. Finally, we wish to once more welcome all the distinguished personalities that are present here for joining us in this celebration of this very unique landmark occasion. We wish you all joining mercies back to your respective destinations. Thank you, and may God bless us all. His Royal Highness General Muhammadu Bashar, retired. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Another big round of applause. Today is a great day. I will welcome you to the unique University of Harcourt. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and privilege to respectfully, at this point in time, invite the Administrator of River State, Vice Admiral Retired Ibok Ete Ekwe Ibas, CFRO, Administrator of River State, for his special address. It is time for the Administrator to give us his goodwill message.
Your Excellency, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, here be represented by Professor Teddy Charles, Vice Chancellor, Federal University of Otoeko, Bayelsa State. Your Excellency, Senator Oluremi Bola Ahmed Tinubu, represented by Honorable Wahab Alawiye King, distinguished members of the National Assembly, serving and former, Your Excellency Ahmed Umaru Pintere, the Governor of Adamawa State, and other governors here represented, Your Excellency Chief Barrister Nyesom Ezenwa Wike, CON, GSSRS, former Governor of River State, and Honorable Minister of Federal Capital Territory, and other members of Federal Executive Council, serving and former. Your Excellency,
remotely, which I did, and then I was also reviewing articles in relation to genetics. Basically, we are trying to work on clefts, which we also have Smile Train sponsoring the treatment free in Nigeria. And I've been able to work on papers, and when I traveled, I was able to work on a project, which I'm also going to go back to the US to present next year, because I found something rare that hasn't been found before. Now, how did I get all this opportunity? I was resilient. I said, sir, I want this opportunity. Even if it wasn't my opportunity, I was willing to wait. If I wasn't willing to wait, I could have gotten a gift and moved on. But here I am. My name is going to be in the sands of time. I'm going to make my research known, and it just goes on and on. So what am I saying? Wherever you are, start from there. Don't wait till everything makes sense, because the truth is, it won't make sense. Do I still have self-doubt? Yes, I do. But I just knew that beyond being in the clinic or being in the theater treating patients or being in the surgery, I knew I could do something else. And here I am doing two things, even though sometimes it's very hectic, but I am happy doing it because I know I have the potential to do it. And I believe everyone has the potential. You shouldn't just be stuck to one thing. Beyond what you've read in school, just having an education is that edge you need to be able to do anything. And I believe whatever it is you set your mind to, you can actually achieve success. To the youth corpers here, I know you can do it. And make sure you make use of your youth service. Do your CDS well, and you never can tell where you will get to. And to all the other students here, in the uni. You can do it. University is a lot, I must say. Med school, I cried. But I must say, I also finished with distinctions, which I didn't even expect. And it was my final year, and it was really great. So I must say this, put your heart to whatever it is you do. I'm a doctor, and I'm also a youth advocate. You can do it. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Honorable Abike certainly knows how to find talent. So next is Miss Bouquet. Am I pronouncing that right?
That's correct.
Okay, very good. 5 minutes, please. We're on a very tight. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. Permit me to stand on existing protocol. It is really an honor to be here, and I would really like to thank and appreciate the GMD of Harcourt Group for the nomination for this amazing award. And it is just amazing to hear the story of the Honorable Dr. Abike Dabiri and the connection that she had even with the GMD of Harcourt. I think one big focus here is human capital development. And one of the things that I had asked them to put up is beyond the amount of accolades and accomplishments that came. It always came as a responsibility for what is it that you're going to do with what you get, and how can you, contribute to a problem that is around you. And that's one thing that pushes us. I'm so happy that I have my husband really right next to me. He's one of the people that speak into my life a lot and say, hey, let's do this together, and just synergy with that technology piece is amazing. One of the things, thank you. He's right here at the front, by the way, so I'd like to keep him a little bit close. So, all right. So for me, we've heard, and I'm sure we're going to keep hearing more exciting things that you're going to hear about what you need to do individually. But I want to, because of the time, I want to focus on a charge for talent pipeline. Right, and I have talked to the GMD about this before, but we had actually gone through a pilot we ran a little pilot for internship for students that had graduated from university. And one of the biggest things we saw was a big gap in their what they had in terms of knowledge, academic knowledge, and what the workforce needed. As you all know, technology is changing where everything's